And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Hey folks, I'm Tom Vasel. Today we're taking a look at a small game called Cheers. Cheers is a game in which you are going to be teamed up with somebody else and trying to, I guess you are a bartender, trying to make the best selections of drinks. You're in a competition, and apparently it's happening on a Nintendo game system. I don't know, because all the artwork is in 8-bit, well, it's 8-bit artwork. Anyway, here's how the game plays. So there's a small deck of cards in this game. Each of these cards is going to show different drinks, a large one and then a small one below that. Players are going to be split up into teams. Each player is going to take two icons of two tokens that match each of the 5 different drinks in the game. One player from each team takes these 5 piles, turns them face down, mixes them up for a while so that they don't know which one is which. And after a while of mixing them up and not knowing which one is which, they'll take one pile and throw it out. They will then mix all the rest of these together. They will draw 5 of them, secretly look at them, I'm showing them to you, and this is the combination that they need to win the game. 2 yellows, a green, a purple, and a red. They will show this combination. They'll sort through their teammates' tokens, give them the same combination. If one player in that team gets this combination of drinks in front of them, they win the game. Now, players are going to have a handful of cards, and on your turn, you're going to have 3 cards, by the way. On your turn, you are going to do an action. One of your actions is to play a card. You can put it in front of any player, including yourself. So I'm like, oh, well, I need a yellow. I'll put that in front of me because a yellow card is one of the cards that I need. You can also play it in front of a teammate. You can also move a card that's in front of you to in front of someone else. Now, it could be in front of somebody on another team or in front of yourself. So if the big icons of all the cards in front of you matches what you need. So let's say my combination, I don't remember even what it was now, was 2 yellows, 2 of these, and a red. In that case, you win the game. But you can't have any colors that aren't part of your combination. So you have to be careful. And if you get more than 6 cards, you're going to have to discard down. You're allowed to have, like, for example, if red was one of the colors of my combination, I could have an extra red card. That's fine. But I couldn't have any of these cards if they weren't part of my combination. Now, you can move a card in front of someone else. You can also play a card in front of someone else. If you play a card in front of somebody else, let's say these are the cards in front of a person, and I play this card here in front of you. This card has a small red. You have a large red. Cheers. These go together. And you must get rid of both of them. You must give them to 2 other players, and at least one player must be an opponent. So when you play Cheers, you are having that person get rid of a card. That's the whole game. You're going to either play a card in front of someone else, which might make a Cheers happen. And by the way, Cheers, when you send the cards to other people, does not cause more Cheers. It doesn't keep going on and on and on. Also, when you play a card, when you move a card, that doesn't cause Cheers either. As soon as one team has the combination of drinks that they need, they win the game. Blogga, blogga. What is wrong with this game? Okay, first of all, the artwork. Okay, it's a game about mixed drinks. Why not use some nice artwork or whatever, or pictures or something? Why are we doing 8-bit artwork? This isn't nostalgic. This isn't like a video game. This is just idiotic. And the game has this whole white thing on it, that's white box, and it's stark and everything, and it's boring looking. And the cards are tiny and bad. It's just bad production across the board. Picking that combo at the beginning of the game, are you kidding me? That is the most convoluted combo. Take the piles, mix them up, take a pile out, then mix them up, then draw 5, then find your opponents. It actually took us longer to put those combos together almost than it took to play the game. And the game is seriously play cards on other people and sometimes cause a Cheers and make the cards bounce around and eventually one person gets 5. The game is not a game. It's just play cards and see what happens. I really had high hopes for this because I like the start look of the white box. I like the word Cheers. I was like, 8-bit artwork, I can live with that. But I don't want 8-bit artwork on a game which is not that good. It's very, very simple. It's like no thought was put into this. Hey, collect things and put them in front of you. Play cards on yourself. Put a card on someone else. Move a card to someone else. Totally not worth your time. Dice Tower Judgment. That's it. That's it.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at Dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.
Shut the door!